Hey guys, welcome to a special reading I was called to have here. Because right now we're in really incredible times, but as well as how incredible these energies are to help us transition and transform, they're also really difficult and really painful. And I've been called to have certain messages here, to share certain messages, as well as have a reading. So right now, it's all about the cup and keeping our cup upright and full of the light and continuing it to fill it with the light and allow the light in the cup, which is us. We are the well. What we don't want to do right now, because, endings and beginnings, transitioning from the old to the new, crossing the bridges, we don't want to give up if things don't just look the way that we think that they should, because we're shape shifting. We have to hang tight. And what we could be doing right now, and what I've been shown, is just people dumping out their cup. Just giving up. Oh, well, it's not happening. Just dumping out their cup. Just dumping out their cup. This is not about union. This is, if that's what you think that this is about, then you're going to probably get delayed. What this is about right now is filling your cup and filling your cup of light to create stability, to have light to reflect out, to attract back, because we're harmonizing, we're doing something bigger than just building unions here. Yes, we need union. We understand we need union. We need our other half. Yes, it burns like wildfire when we're apart. But we have to learn how to use that pain, like when a forest burns down, to nurture our new beginning. It's all growth for the forest. We have to sometimes go a little rotten and deal with some pain to understand some things, to raise vibrations, to be able to harmonize, because we're building communities here. We're building communities filled with light, and it starts with us first and foremost, and just keeping that cup upright. So we know it's about the Two of Cups at the end of the day, right? Yes, we want the Ten of Cups, but right now it's about the Two of Cups, so we have to have our cup upright, filled with light, so we have something back to offer. So we can't, yeah, we could get lower vibrational, get caught in our pain. We want to go back to what's familiar, and we could just dump out our cup, and we could be hanging with the devil energies right now. That's why I've been really called to be here. This is a time where the devil energies are near. Now, let's just see what's going down. Stuff's already going down. Two of Swords. We have motion with the Chariot. We have expressive. We're expressing ourselves with the Prince of Cups. And speaking of Ten of Cups, there it is, prosperity, and that's where we're going. And how are we going there? With the light. We know this is all about our light and shining our light. And it's come out actually reversed right now. We're concealing it. And right now, we already have those Cancer energies, and that's what this is about. This is about creating with Metatron's cube here. And that's what we're doing. We're creating with Metatron's cube. And I'm starting to feel like it's time to speak about sacred geometry here. And we might just have to jump into Metatron's cube right after we just have an introductory lesson here on sacred geometry, because this is important on the twin flame path here. This is how we connect to ancient wisdom, as well as we become heart-centered and create the path that wasn't there before. And it's connection of divine masculine and feminine, and then, within this is, there's a lot of geometry within this one symbol. But we're starting off here because we know we're creating peace right now. That's what we know we're creating. We just found that out in the Black Moon 1111 reading. We're in the creation of peace thanks to that moon. Thank you, moon. Helping us balance our karmic scales. Third eye activations all the which way around. It's about our pineal gland right now. And that's where the connection between the masculine and feminine is really advancing. We start to purify that, and we need that. That's part of our spirituality. It's part of our birthright. And you know what? Foods take away from that. Like if you're caught in eating foods that block your pineal gland, that's not healthy for you. Or, fluoride, I went fluoride free and finding out what that actually can do. We need that active. That's how we see the rainbow light activations within our third eye. We need that. Links some research about that. But now we're creating here, like, that is ancient wisdom. You're studying your pineal gland and what it does for you is ancient wisdom. So that connects to it right there. Activating deeper levels of spirituality, consciousness, awareness. And you might feel like at first you're going a little bit mad. Yes, that's part of the process, but you really center yourself, and you start learning how to express yourself with the cup upright. And this is what we're doing now. We know that this is the goal here. We are our emotions are not in control of us here, which is what we don't want to be stuck in the pain. We have to remember that with the cancer energies, we could be stuck in the pain because we're feeling very deeply what is still needs to be removed. We need to do that. We need to be in flow with our emotions. We're in flow because we're connected to the light. This is what has happened here. It's like we're on the chariot here, but we're on the water. We've got the bird's eye view, and the bird's eye view is leading us. It's like the bird's eye view is connected to the divine. And now we have our cup upright, and we're just letting go as we go along this process of what's not keeping us in flow. And divine is leading the way. You may be being shown things that are really hard for you to see, but this is about not being in control. This is about being in the flow. You're in control of how you flow. You're not in control of what's happening to you because, the divine's in control right now. 10 of Cups, that's where we're going. That's where we're going. That's what we're creating. There's crossing the bridge to New Earth. But look, it's over the water. I love that we're crossing over the water. Never thought it would be like that. Sounds very biblical. Guys, we gotta laugh sometimes. We gotta have some laughs. Can't always take things so seriously. That's a vibration too. Humor is a vibration too. Okay. I want to go there. Yin and yang. Thank you. We're getting in flow. This is about yin and yang, the dark and the light. Acceptance of your dark. If you made a mistake, we fall down, right? We get back up. But when we completely add that positive charge again, don't beat yourself up too for days and days and days. But we don't want to continue to do it for forever either, because we know it's like that mouse that continues to get caught in a trap. We want to stay away from what is going to make us want to pour that cup out. Don't want to pour that cup out. And we want the light. We want the light right now. Because we're going to reveal our light. That's what this is about. That's how we're building this place. We're revealing our light. And we're harmonizing with our loved ones. And this is how we're going to do it. This is how right here. We're just going to keep working, and this has to do with letting go of and healing inner child wounds right now. To continue to work with integration of the light, our growth process, and studying. If you feel called to study right now, please do so. If you feel called to study, please do so. This is what's being activated. Master of Orbs. And that's the King of Swords. What an incredible image. We're mastering something here. The Master of Orbs, which is the Master of Swords, Master of Air, is as much about a figure of authority in the Quorant's life as it is about that aspect within oneself, and inner strength and knowledge of the sword's energy. He has achieved mastery of his own process, overcoming the ego self and reaching pure consciousness of the field of influence, his kingdom, that he has mastered. This mastery also implies an understanding of the yin and yang harmony in spirit. He is aware of his gentility of love, the unconditional depth of those waters and can reach into the feminine aspect of being the exalt of the energies of himself in chalices, emotions, and all the other suits. Well, isn't that incredible? So this is the master of thoughts into emotions and being able to use thoughts and the feminine energies. So that is yin and yang, because thought is masculine, emotion is water, and that's feminine, and that is how we're going to integrate the light within the cup. There's our answer right there. It's all about integrating the positive charge and the light within our thoughts right now. This is all thought-based. We have to continue to add the positive charge to reveal our light. And it even has to be about inner child healing. And those wounds. Wow. All right, let's just see what chakra we're healing, we're working with. And that's, you know, that just, it's everything that ties into this Ten of Cups. This is connected to the Two of Swords and the creation of peace. The forward momentum of what we're creating here and connecting to our ancient wisdom. And then the prosperity here in our Ten of Cups. And there we go. Relationships, sacral chakra, and self-mastery, solar plexus. And this is what we're doing. You know what? We're learning how to master ourselves and get our chakras in flow and balance out our karma, so that we can learn these lessons of experience, so that we can achieve this, because we have to master ourselves. This is part of the process. That's why the Master of Orbs is here. And this has to do with ego work. Solar plexus chakra is ego. Solar plexus chakra is working with the ego. It's also too, so it's having pure thoughts. It's treating our body also pure as well. So that would be high vibe foods that really allow our chakras to be in flow. Foods that are full of life and electrolytes, and staying away from lower vibrational things that make us sick. Full of toxins. You know, things that are dead. Now, and it's also, this is connecting to the cosmos. This is having a relationship with the cosmos. And then this is sacral chakra healing here. This is having a relationship with Mother Earth. This is having a relationship with life. This is having a relationship with self. This is self-growth. Then it's everything we talked about too. Then we reflect it back to one another. And we're doing this with our families. We're doing it with our soul tribes. We're doing it with our divine counterparts, our children. Because we're creating these different spaces here. What we're doing here. How we're expressing ourselves. We have to keep all this information that we've just talked about. That's how we want to be expressing ourselves. In our thoughts, right? We're in our thoughts, but we're going to add it to our cup. So we are going to have our yin and yang in flow. We're going to have our thoughts and our emotions in flow. And that's how we keep our cup upright. And we keep allowing that light to continue to be within the cup. So we can do this as we're doing this. Okay? Alrighty. Message from the Black Moon, and then we're going to the hidden realms. What the frick? Wow. Whew, the way that flew off, it was electric. So we know, we've already got this message. We know that Neptune is here. Neptune is trining right now. Something. And it's all about a sacrifice with a positive charge, but this is about seeing through the illusion. Seeing through the illusion. The Seven of Cups. And it's all connected still to this creative energy here. you know, connected to how we express ourselves creatively. But this Neptune card, it's all about too being lower vibrational, and it's connected to escapism, um, alcoholism, drugs, drug abuse, right? All the which ways we can abuse ourselves to get that instant gratification. But that is exactly dumping out our cup right there. That's how we just dump it out. We dump that out. We dump that out. We're not full. So what we're doing here. Now we have the ninth house and we have faith. We're going to discuss that. We have Sagittarius, I see. But here it is, you guys. The lunar eclipse change. And we have got a partial lunar eclipse happening here. And then the black moon. And we've just had the solar eclipse. There is a definite message in here. The ninth house is all about philosophy and expansion. Literally literature and the written word. But it's also about mixing that with like mediumship and esoteric knowledge and wisdom and applying that there. So, and really like philosophers and lawyers, and it's kind of like the mix of yin and yang. That's what I feel like from this card. It's like how we can grow spiritually, but we can expand. Like it's about expansion as well. But this card, specifically the direct message I get from it, is something on our paths is going to be revealed. Something in our paths is going to be revealed. It's going to be illuminated from the Seven of Cups. I really feel like this is connected to there, and something's going to be revealed. This card is also connected to Sagittarius. And here is Sagittarius. So we're connected to Sagittarius. We have Sagittarius here, and it is IC. Now with Sagittarius here, it's all about, you know, he's half man, half horse. This is about hitting your mark. It's about hitting your mark, expansion in religious beliefs. So this to me too is about studying and having faith. Studying our ancients. If you really once get to feel called to study our ancients, please do so. But this is about hitting your mark. And being honest, because you're honest. And it's about being honest about your dark and your light, your yin and your yang, and ancient wisdom and connection to the moon. Lunar eclipse change. 3 things cannot be hidden. The sun, the moon, and the truth. Attributed to the Buddha. A lunar eclipse takes place when the earth is directly aligned between the sun and the moon. The earth blocks out the sun's light, causing the moon to be in the earth's shadow. This can only happen during a full moon, and while a solar eclipse lasts only for minutes, the lunar eclipse lasts for hours. Ancient peoples were extremely frightened by the eclipses because they believed a great serpent was taking bites out of the sun and moon. Interesting, especially seeing since we know about ancient moon wisdom. Enter the moon dragon. Eclipses can bring on times which seem shadowy and disordered, but they are not necessarily bad and should not be viewed as such. We are meant to be thrown off balance to make necessary changes. It is a time of seeing the light and focusing on something you have either put off or didn't exactly notice what was coming up. It's going to be dramatic. Changes are in store. You might have to put in some special effort on your own part. These will not be gradual, easy, barely noticed transformations. Your world may be rattled somewhat, but it will seem more like a revolution. Do not be alarmed. We are here to share our gifts and lead others to theirs. It's never an easy path. And that's the truth. We're here to rock our inner uniqueness, share our gifts with others so we can harmonize together and raise the vibes and really raise the vibes of the collective. It's kind of like, you know, I feel like Kind of like, you know, we watch these movies of superheroes. Well, we kind of got to do that ourselves. We got to reveal our light, and then we got to like shine our uniqueness of our past, our healed past, so where we're going and what we want to create here. And healers, you know, shine your light. That's what I'm here to do as well. I'm here to connect with you guys so we can reveal our light together. And that's why, you know, I talk a lot about my personal experiences. I don't want to reveal all, you know, personal information about myself. I'd like to hide underneath a rock. It'd be cool with me, you know? But that's not my path. I'm here to reveal my light and talk about my dark, talk about my light, so that it can, and share my experience here with you guys, and you guys can vibe with me and share your experiences back as well, and just know we're in this together. Now, this is the message of the Hidden Realms. The Dragon's Duel, inner conflict, mortality, conscious choice, and that's what's happening right now. We know that we're transforming. With all the energy of what's happening with the sun and the moon right now. The sun and the moon, total solar eclipse. The sun and the moon, partial lunar eclipse. The sun and the moon, once in a black moon. This black moon here, the 31st of July. Things are happening. Things are going down. What a time to be alive. This is about the battle within now. The moon is leading us to the battle within, to transform from the old to the new, to shed our skin. It's like the lobster, the crab on the path of the moon. The moon is leading us, drawing us out of our shells to transform. And we know why. For many reasons. For many reasons we discuss. But the moon is leading us to transform, to shed our old selves, to shed inner conflict, to evolve the species. And we do have a conscious choice, and the moon is showing us that we have a conscious choice. We have a conscious choice because we understand we're here, and we're creating for the greater good. And that's how when we reveal our lights and we shed our old skin, we now are shining our lights. And that's what we came here to do, and that's how we actually build new earth. This is the start of it. I want to thank you for joining me here. And revealing your light, I know, is not an easy thing to do. I'm here. I'm sending you many healing vibes. Take care. See you soon.